Welcome to our series on basic aircraft maintenance practices, focusing on the systems of the Learjet aircraft. In this first video, we'll explain two critical components that help a pilot understand one of the most fundamental aspects of flight: airspeed. We're talking about the pitot tube and static ports. First up, let's identify the pitot tube. On a Learjet, you'll typically find it mounted prominently on the nose or sometimes on the wing. It looks like a small forward-facing tube, often with a heating element around it to prevent icing. Its primary job is to measure total pressure, also known as ram air pressure or dynamic pressure. Think of it as a sensor that captures the pressure created by the aircraft moving through the air. It's built to withstand the elements and is crucial for flight instruments. Notice the small opening at the front. That's where the air enters. Next, we have the static ports. Unlike the pitot tube, these are small, flush-mounted holes usually found on the sides of the fuselage. Their design is subtle, blending into the aircraft's skin. The static ports measure static pressure, which is the ambient, undisturbed atmospheric pressure surrounding the aircraft at its current altitude. They are designed so that the aircraft's movement doesn't affect the pressure they sense. Now, let's see how these two components work in tandem. The pitot tube measures total pressure, which includes the pressure from the aircraft's movement. The static ports measure the surrounding static pressure. Inside the aircraft system, the static pressure is subtracted from the total pressure. The resulting difference is called dynamic pressure. This dynamic pressure is directly proportional to the aircraft's airspeed. This calculated pressure difference then drives the airspeed indicator in the cockpit, providing the pilot with a precise reading of how fast the Learjet is moving through the air. It's a fundamental principle of aerodynamics put into action. So, why are the pitot tube and static ports so important to the Learjet and to any aircraft? The airspeed indicator, powered by these sensors, is absolutely critical for flight safety and performance. Pilots rely on accurate airspeed readings for 1. Takeoff and landing, knowing the correct speeds to safely lift off and touch down. 2. Stall prevention, understanding when the aircraft is approaching too slow a speed, which could lead to a stall. 3. Flight control, maintaining optimal speeds for various maneuvers and efficient flight. 4. Navigation, calculating time en route and fuel burn. If either the pitot tube or static ports become blocked or damaged, even by something as simple as an insect nest or an unremoved cover, the airspeed indicator can give false readings, which is a major safety hazard. This highlights the critical impact these small components have on the overall flight system and pilot awareness. Now, let's look at the basic maintenance practices for these crucial sensors that even a student can observe or assist with during a pre-flight inspection. For the pitot tube, the most important check is for obstructions. Before every flight, ensure any protective covers are removed. Then, visually inspect the opening to confirm it's completely clear of debris, insects, or ice buildup. Also, check the pitot tube for any physical damage like bends, cracks, or loose mounting. A damaged or blocked pitot tube will provide incorrect airspeed data. Similarly, for the static ports, visually inspect the small flush holes on the fuselage. Ensure they are clean, free from dirt, paint, or any blockages. Check around the ports for any dents or deformation in the fuselage skin that could affect air pressure sensing. They must remain completely undisturbed for accurate readings. Important: always remember, if any blockage or damage is found, it must be reported immediately to a certified mechanic. Never attempt to clear obstructions with anything that could damage the sensitive internal components. Proper care and vigilance during these simple checks are essential for flight safety. And that wraps up our introduction to the pitot tube and static ports on the Learjet. These simple yet vital sensors are the foundation for accurate airspeed indication, proving that even the smallest components play a massive role in aviation safety. Don't forget to scan the QR code for more resources on Learjet systems. See you next time!